Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel Let's Speak in English. Today we're going to discuss in detail about verb. Verb is a part of speech and parts of speech are very important to understand English. First of all, we're going to describe about parts of speech. What are parts of speech? Let's we describe here. Parts of speech are the fundamental elements that compose the structure of sentence in the English language. They define how the word function and interact with each other. Understanding parts of speech helps in constructing clear, precise, and grammatically correct sentences. There are 8 primary parts of speech, each with unique function and usage. Let's we explore them in depth. Let's we explain what is verb. A verb is a word that denotes an action, or we can describe. A verb is a word that describes an action, occurrence, or state of being. Verbs are essential for conveying what the subject does or experiences. Let's we describe about types of verb. The first one we have here is action verb. Action verb describe physical or mental actions. In physical action, we have example here: run, jump, write, paint. That's we doing on a physical activity. This come in physical action. On other hand, we have mental action. For example, think, believe, imagine. These are examples of mental action verb, and run, jump, write, and paint. These are examples of physical action verb. Let's we have example in sentence here. She write poem beautifully. She writes. Write describe about the verb, and this is an example of physical action verb. She write poem beautifully. Next verb we have here linking verb. Linking verbs connect the subject to more information without expressing action. For example here, am, is, are, was, were, same, become. These are examples of linking verb. Let's we have example in sentence here. The cake tastes delicious. This linking verb example connect the subject cake to more information without expressing action. So more information in sentence is described is taste delicious. So this is the example of linking verbs. Let's we proceed on next example here, helping auxiliary verbs. Helping auxiliary verbs assist the main verb to form tenses and voices. For example here, we using helping auxiliary verb here: have, has, do, will, shall, can, may. An example in sentence here: she has completed her assignment. So has described here in the sentence helping auxiliary verbs. Let's move on the next verb. We have here modal verbs. Modal verbs expresses possibility, ability, permission, or obligation. For example of modal verb we have here can, could, may, might, must, shall, should, will, would. These are examples of modal verbs. Let's we explain modal verb in sentence here. You must finish your work on time. So must describe here modal verbs in sentence. Let's we describe furthermore about verbs. A verb is the heart of sentence that expressing an action, occurrence, or state of being. Verbs change form to indicate tenses, mood, voice, and aspects. Let's we describe about what is roles of verb in a sentence. Roles of verb in a sentence. First one we have action verb. The verb act as an action verb in sentence that describe about or show an action in the sentence. For example, we have here run, eat, write. These are the example of action verb. The verb also working in the sentence as linking verb. Linking verb connect the subject to additional information. For example, age, same, and this connect the subject to the additional information. And next role of verb in sentence, it act as helping verbs. Helping verb support the main verb. For example, have, will, shall. These are helping verbs that support the main verb. And next function of the verb in sentence is modal verb. It's act as modal verb in the sentence as well. It's express ability, permission, possibility. For example, can, might, should. These express the ability, permission, and possibility. And this is the example of modal verb here, can, might, should. And next role of verb in sentence, it act as and help in build tenses. This verb tenses. For example, it's build present tense when in the base form. For example, she runs daily. This describe about present tense. And next one, the verb tense is here past tense. For example, here he ran yesterday. That's the past. And next one we have here the future tense. They will run tomorrow. This describe about future. Verb helping to build the tenses. It depend on the verb form of the verb we use in sentence and is change the tenses according to the verb form. For example, we use ran second form here. For the past tense, we use third form of verb as run. For the future tense and base form we use here in present tense, we add s or es according to the requirement of sentences. Hopefully you understand about the verb and what is the role of the verb in a sentence. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. Give us a like and subscribe the channel as well.